In a recent discussion surrounding the proposed football governance bill, Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Conservative Party, expressed her strong opposition to the establishment of a new independent football regulator for the professional men's game in England. Badenoch's remarks came during an appearance on the Telegraph's daily podcast, where she characterized the initiative as a potential waste of money. This sentiment reflects a broader skepticism within certain political circles regarding the effectiveness of the proposed regulatory framework. The Football Governance Bill, which aims to create the first independent regulator for football in England, was initially introduced under the previous Conservative government in March 2024. However, it failed to gain traction in Parliament before the Labour Party took power following the general election. The new government reintroduced the bill in October 2024, and it is currently navigating its way through the House of Lords. After this stage, it will be debated by members of Parliament in the House of Commons. Badenoch, who has consistently voiced her opposition to the bill, elaborated on her concerns during the podcast. She stated, "When I speak to people in the industry, they don't think it's going to work. So why are we doing it?" This statement highlights a disconnect between the regulatory intentions behind the bill and the perceptions of those who are directly involved in the football industry. Supporters of the bill, including various fan groups and the English Football League, have welcomed the initiative, believing it will address long-standing issues within the sport. However, the Premier League has raised alarms over the regulator's proposed powers, which they describe as unprecedented and untested. They argue that such powers could have negative ramifications for the competitive landscape of the league, potentially affecting clubs' ability to invest in top-tier talent and diminishing the overall appeal of the league on a global scale. In response to these concerns, Premier League leaders are actively engaging with government officials in hopes of persuading them to amend the bill's framework. This dialogue underscores the complexities involved in balancing regulatory oversight with the operational realities of football clubs, particularly in the highly competitive environment of the Premier League. Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy has also weighed in on the debate, emphasizing the importance of allowing the bill to progress through parliamentary procedures without obstruction. She stated that it is not acceptable to use parliamentary procedures to try to block the bill as it makes its way through the House of Lords. This insistence on the bill's progression reflects the government's commitment to addressing the issues it aims to resolve. Badenoch reiterated her opposition, stating, "I'm opposed to it personally, and the party is looking at how we can improve the bill because we don't have the numbers in the Commons or even in the Lords to stop it." This acknowledgement of the political landscape indicates a recognition of the need for bipartisan dialogue to refine the legislation. She further noted that while there is a perception that the regulator could benefit smaller clubs, particularly those in local towns, she remains unconvinced of its efficacy. Badenoch stated, "I understand the problem that they're trying to solve. I just don't think the football regulator will do it, and I've always said so." This sentiment reflects a broader skepticism about whether regulatory measures can effectively address the complexities and challenges faced by clubs at various levels of the football hierarchy. As the Football Governance Bill continues its journey through Parliament, the discussions surrounding it highlight the intricate balance between regulation, competitiveness, and the future of football in England. The outcome of this legislative process will have significant implications for the sport, its stakeholders, and its fans as they navigate the evolving landscape of football governance in the country.